Today, let's talk about a build for Varkos Headsplitter. For those that are early to mid-game, you may have pulled this character and you want to know how to build him. You go on YouTube or online, and all of the builds are sort of like late-game players. You know, they're talking about getting full sets of gear, talking about like how to fully upgrade him with the best relics and stuff. Let's be honest, we don't all have that luxury. So today, we're talking about a sort of more early-game build that anyone can put together regardless of what sets you're gonna have. Now, if you can go for sets, things like Lethal and Savage are pretty good. Merciless could be good on this character, but honestly, focus on stats first, and I'm gonna break down what stats you want to go for in this video. Now, before we do that, make sure to click the link in the description or scan the QR code over there in the corner if you want to get all of these champions for free right now in Raid Shared Legends. Doing so will allow you to create a new account with a bunch of free champions as you level up. Pretty cool. Right, let's talk about Varkos's build. He's a defense champ, so you want to get as much defense in as possible. You don't really need any accuracy, but you do want to go for that 100% critical rate, so he's always hitting higher damage shots and as much critical damage as you possibly can as well. Most of the focus should be on that defense percent stat though, and also speed. Speed's always good. Can never go wrong with speed. So easiest thing, speed boots, 6-star. Easiest thing you can do there, honestly. Besides that, you've got two options. You can either go the easy option, which is critical rate gauntlets to get that 100 critical rate percent, which is an easy, cheaper build. Most players can put that together. Or you go critical damage gauntlets. It's going to get more damage overall, but then you're going to need to get some good critical rate rolls in your substats for the other gear, so you can still get that 100% critical rate. For now, we've kind of put together what we can. Our critical rate is a bit too high. Oh, it's actually 97% right now. So it's a little bit low, in fact. So we can adjust it here. Sometimes it's a little bit not perfect. I think if I go like this and I look for some boots real quick. We've got some feral boots here with critical rate, which will take that up. I guess we're going to just have to do that. That will bring my defense down a little bit, but getting that 100% critical rate is definitely going to be worth it. So we are going to be doing that, and it'll give us a bit more speed as well. So that's great. Kind of had to just do that in the end. It is what it is. So 100% critical rate. As much critical damage as you can do. For your chest plate, you definitely want to go defense percent. It's going to help the most as possible. And then that's basically the main rolls for your bottom set of gear. Obviously, the top three rolls are always just going to have attack, HP, and defense. Going into your accessories now. Defense on the ring. Critical damage percent on the amulet and defense on the banner is going to give you the best results. Now, if you ascend this gear, defense a long way. I mean, these two going for defense is definitely going to give you more power. For the amulet, you can try and get critical damage percent. That would be really good. Right now, I've got a defense rolled into it, and I'm not liking my odds to get critical damage percent. I'd rather defense than HP and attack, obviously, so I'm not going to re-roll that right now. I'm happy with defense. For the rolls on the chest plate, really, you want defense here. You definitely want defense, or defense percent, rather. If you can get lucky, that would be the dream. For the boots, actually, we can do this right now. Defense percent or speed. It's definitely going to be the best thing. You got to get kind of lucky for that. And we got base defense. Base defense isn't the best, but it's okay. It's all right. It's still a little bit of extra defense. Defense percent is always better. For the shield, helmet, and sword, you want defense on your ascension. Pretty straightforward. Now, let's talk about relics, right? Just go Malefic Talon. It's going to be the best, whereas a 20% chance to deal 10% more damage when attacking. It boosts your critical damage percent as well. It's a really common one that drops. Anyone can get their hands on this and upgrade it pretty quickly. The level 15 is attack, which is a bit of a shame. It would have been nice to be defense, but getting that critical damage in on a low value build and extra damage is always great. Obviously, if you can book him up, that's great. That's going to go a long way. He's going to get damage increase on his A1, damage increase on his A2, cooldown reduction on his A3 for the most part. So, yeah, that's always going to be good. If you do manage to get his blessings, right? If it's like 1 to 4 stars, I'll go Heaven Cast. You're going to get that HP attack. And at 3-star, you're going to get that defense, which is pretty good. And overall, this is going to be the best choice for him. Now, if you manage to get 5 or 6-star, You want to go for Crushing Rend. Overall, this is going to work better. Every hit this champion inflicts will ignore % of the target's defense. Pretty good. And you're going to get better defense stats as well. The 3-star 2, which is great. But that's only if you get a 5 or 6 star or aim for that one. Now for masteries, this is what I've gone for. There's some different builds you can go through, but I'll just show you what I've gone for here. We've got the extra defense on Tough Skin, decreases AoE damage received, 50% chance to remove 1 random debuff. We've got Delayed Death here, and then we've got Retribution. And then on this tree, we've got critical rate increase, critical damage increase, increases damage inflicted to shields. We've got Ruthless Ambush. We've got Single Out, Bring It Down, Cycle of Violence, Methodical, and then Kill Streak. Increases damage inflicted by 6% in arena and siege battles, and 3% in other locations for each enemy killed by this champion. I think he's going to be a good arena champion. That's probably where he's going to shine, to be honest, and we'll test him out in just a little second. And then we have Helm Smasher, has a 50% chance of ignoring 25% of the target's defense. For skills that ignore defense, this is 25% in addition to the target amount ignored by the skill. So that's great. That's going to be his overall sort of build. Now, who is he going to synergize well with? Well, he's a Dark Elf champ, and if you look at his passive, it's a 50% chance to join an attack whenever an ally attacks an enemy. The chance increases to 25% when an ally from the Dark Elf's faction attacks. Enemies killed by this champion whenever they counterattack or join in an ally's attack cannot be revived. So you want as many Dark Elf champs as possible, and Mavara is a recent one that you might have been able to get your hands on. She's going to be a really good choice. She's got a 28% increased ally speed in arena battles, so that's probably who your aura champ's going to want to be. You compare that with Varkos. Some other options that you might have, considering how early or late you've been playing. If we go to the Dark Elves faction, we can have a little look at some potential options here. Firstly, Xenomorph. Xenomorph is a really good poison champ, so that's going to be pretty good. Definitely worth getting Xenomorph in there for your arena. He can be your nuker alongside Varkos. You know, you got Mithrala, she's okay. You've got Madame Ceres, she's a pretty good arena champ as well for that early game arena team. Besides that, like, if you've got like a few Dark Elf champs, just throw in whatever other champs you've got. You got to remember, he still has a 15% chance to join an attack, even if it's not a whatchamacallit, a Dark Elf. So that's pretty cool, right? So that's a good look at Varkos Headsplitter. Hopefully this build guide will help you out, get him kitted and ready to go. If you're feeling like he's just not hitting hard enough, you really just got to get that defense stat up as much as possible, and that's gonna just come down to sort of getting maximum defense % rolls. Obviously, there's one thing that you can do if you haven't. You can go to the upgrade thing and go to the enchant thing and use your glyphs to increase the defense as well. The higher defense he has, the harder he's going to hit. Just bear in mind, you've also got to balance the speed, the critical rate, the critical damage, right? He's not too hard because you don't need accuracy for him, so that's great. But everything else, yeah, you're going to need to build him out pretty based on defense. Let me know if this was useful, and I'll see you all in the comments. Cheerio.